Hello, 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 guys, and welcome to Spring into Self-Growth, sponsored by Kenda Tires. We are so excited to bring you another empowerment course, and of course, had to bring our girl, Sarah Foley, back to bring the energy, bring the heat, bring the self-love. She's bringing it today. So I hope you guys are ready. Again, if you're a manual wheelchair user and you didn't win a set of tires yesterday, go ahead and drop your name in the chat so you can win a set of tires today. And also, if your camera's not on, please turn your camera on. This is an interactive course and we need your participation, need to see your faces because that's what brings energy too. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and let Sarah take over.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And then can you make me the host so that I can share my music?
Yeah. There we go. Okay.
Cool. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Let me just add this. First of all, thank you so much to Jesse and Jackie for having me on here and just giving me such a warm welcome. It was such an amazing experience last time, and I feel really grateful to be back. And so for any of you guys that don't know me, my name's Sarah Foley. I go by Vertical Blonde. I have been a wheelchair user since 2012. I'm T4 from a four-wheeler accident. And through all of that, I just sort of found my life purpose. So I'll get way into more of that in just a minute. But if this is your first time with me, just know that this will be very interactive. So I would love to see all of your faces. And I got to give a quick shout out to my icons, Bean and Ramona and Brianna, for coming. I'm so excited to see you guys. They are in my life and fitness program called Disability Icon, and more of that in a little bit too, just to let you guys know what is available. So, well, it looks like I'll have to let people from the waiting room. So I'll do that as well. All right. So let me make sure that you guys can hear my music. And this has been my theme song for a few days now. Can you guys hear that and hear me? Okay. So I'm not going to really start going until I see all your guys' bodies moving. So let's just kind of sink into the music.
Cause I love my occupation. I'm on vacation every single day, every single day.
There it goes. I love all the head bobs.
Every single day, every single day. Every single day, every single day. Everybody sour like a lemon tree. I'm just smiling down upon my enemies. Do the shit and love it on a daily. You say you hate your job, but you'll never leave, never leave. But that ain't gonna be me, that ain't gonna be me. My brother called me up, said he saw me on TV. I said it wasn't easy, but right now I'm living breezy. Build this engine from the ground up, now my hands, they ain't so greasy, feel me? I'm on vacation every single day, cause I love my occupation. I'm on vacation every single day, every single day.
Here we go. Come on, Colleen, I love the song.
Every single day, every single day.
Verona, loving it.
Every single day, every single day. Illuminate my future bright, so thankful for everything.
I've spent the last 4 years living in Maui, and so this song I felt was really, really appropriate to kind of just bring the aloha spirit. Actually just made my way back to the mainland, still adjusting majorly to the difference in the climate. I'm in Utah now. Couldn't be any more opposite than Maui. But I thought that this song was so fitting because what I did learn in Maui is that every single day can feel like vacation. And when you're not in Maui, you just gotta work a little bit harder to do that, right? So we can do that through our mindset, through what we do during our day, the people we surround ourselves with, what we're eating, how we're moving, where we're putting our time, where we're putting our energy. All of that feeds in to the overall feel. And I love that people are still bouncing to the music. That's awesome. I love it. Dalkin, I'm loving the vibe here. So, but all of that plays into how we feel on a regular basis, right? Who agrees with that? Like our mindset, who's around us, what we're eating, how we're moving, all of that adds to a feeling of either on vacation or living in hell, right? Like it can make a complete difference, all just based on what you're surrounding yourself with, what you're feeding into your body, what you're surrounding yourself with, all of that. So my goal today is to bring about new ways that you guys can live on vacation, for one. But the biggest one is to have a new level of self-confidence. So lost my notes here as I was bouncing around to the music. There we go. Okay. So for you guys, like I said, that don't really know much about me yet, I do a program called the Disability Icon Fitness Program. And we do a lot of lifestyle calls. We talk about everything under the sun, like literally nothing is off limits when we talk. But what brought us all together is this desire to feel better in our bodies. And what's fascinating, and we actually talked about it on our call just this Monday, was that we can have all the knowledge in the world of like all the things to eat to feel better, and yet we still don't do it. It comes down 100% to our mindset and making the shifts towards the life, the overarching life that we want to have. So my passion in life is understanding why we do what we do, self-growth, like personal development, the mindset, all of that for myself, and then also sharing that as much as I can with other people. I don't know about you, but I find it fascinating that someone could be told, like, this is what to do to feel better. This is what to do to, feel better in your skin, to have more confidence, and yet they resort to old ways. And what's really interesting is that we resort to those old ways because we're addicted to that level of certainty, because we know what to expect. Even if it's not something good or positive, at least we know what is going to come. So at least we know what we can expect. But as soon as we have to change any of that, oh man, put on the brakes, because uncertainty is in front of us and we're like, shit, what am I supposed to do with this now? I don't know what to expect. I could be doing something completely different. What if it works? What if it doesn't? What if I fail? What if I succeed? All that uncertainty starts to swirl around our heads, and that is what paralyzes us. Does that make sense? I'm getting some head nods here. So yes, it's about health and fitness. Yes, it's about having more confidence, but honestly, when it comes down to it, it comes down to our mindset. Having a really healthy and full of vitality mindset. And there are some really practical and easy ways that we can do that. So I love this idea of confidence, and I started the Disability Icon program, and out of that, like that word icon really means something to me. And I started thinking about like icons for fashion, icons for health, icons for personal development, and all of them have one thing in common, and it's that they have to have a very high level of confidence to be an icon. Like, think of your favorite, we'll just go with fashion for a minute. Your favorite fashion icon, someone that you look up to when it comes to like, oh my gosh, I love what they wear. Have you guys ever heard of, oh my gosh, Iris, oh my gosh, I just lost her last name, with the big glasses, and she turns 100 years old in 2 days. And I love her. I think she's so iconic. She's got those big glasses. She's old, and she's got this like silver fox hair, short hair, but she's got really wild fashion. And she's got to have one hell of a level of confidence to wear some of the things that she wears, right? And I was watching this interview with her, and she said, it's not about me being a rebel. It's about me being really true to who I am and wearing the things that make me feel really, really good. And unfortunately, a lot of us suppress that because we're worried about what people will think. We're worried about what people will say. We're worried about not fitting in. So to have a high level of confidence, we have to go against, will we not fit in? Will people ridicule us? Are they going to be like, what the hell is she thinking? Is she gone crazy? Or are they going to start to say, I kind of want to, whatever she's having, right? I'll take what she's having. So I started calling one of the courses that I do called I Confidence, to have the confidence of an icon. So everything that I'm going to teach you guys today comes from that course. So lots of fun nuggets in there. And I can't wait to hear what you guys think about that. So one thing that came to mind, I learned that I follow this woman, Mel Robbins, and I was actually on the Mel Robbins show, and she talks about that love is an action word. You don't tell love, show love, right? Love is it's an action, and that's confidence too. You can't tell someone that you're confident. You got to fucking be in there and show them that you're confident, right? To anyone that is offended by my foul language, I apologize in advance. You might hear it a few times. So just a forewarning, okay? And I don't have a little beeper, a bleep button. So confidence is an action word. So get that in your brain. So if you leave with nothing else today, I want you to repeat after me. Everyone go like this. We're going to play all the keys of life. And I want everyone on the count of 3 to go to their keyboard and write, confidence is an action word. You can even just write action word, but I want to see the comments scroll. Confidence is an action word. If you leave with nothing else, leave with that. Because to build your confidence, you're going to have to do something. Thank you, Dalkin. No filters. Go on, carry on. I love it. So if you leave with nothing else, confidence is a what? Action word. You cannot talk about it. You cannot just do it. Or you can't just tell someone you got to do it. You got to be it. You got to show up differently. You got to do something differently to build that confidence. So first we're going to go on a little bit of a journey. So before we get into that a little bit more, we're going to go into a journey that is 7 layers deep. And I want you guys to start kind of swirling in your mind a little bit that if you had all the confidence in the world, what would you want to do? Like, what is not having the confidence to do it holding you back from? Is it dating? Is it starting a business? Is it starting a new health journey? Is it meeting friends? Is it getting out there and being social? What is a lack of confidence keeping you from? And we're going to go on a journey about 7 layers deep around that topic for yourself. So get that in your head. But before we do that, before we get any further, does anybody know what we got to take off? Any of my icons, you know what we got to take off? Put it in the chat if you remember it from last call or if you know it from any of my other calls. What do we got to take off? Bea knows it. She's typing away. Here she goes. Here she goes. The code of judgment. Yes, absolutely. We got to take off the code of judgment. And what I mean by that is you're going to actually start to visualize taking off this heavy coat. Okay? And we wear this coat all the time. We judge ourselves. We judge each other. We judge the person across the street that we've never even met. We judge all freaking day. So before you go on this little journey, because there's going to be judgments that perks up about yourself, from yourself, we got to take off your code of judgment. So I want you to kind of start moving in your chair a little bit. And imagine you've got this heavy code of judgment that's been weighing you down. And we're going to start to take that shit off. Yeah. We're going to start to peel it off of our skin because some of those posts have been on there for a very long time. So I want you to kind of imagine pulling it off and then kind of let it fall. And then how much lighter do you feel now that that code of judgment is off? Let it go. Take that shit off. You judging that person across the screen, get that off. you judging yourself, take it off, because we cannot go any further if you're sitting there thinking only about someone else or about yourself or about how silly you feel. I want you to take it off. Thank you. All right, let's just dance with that for a minute. Let it go. Give me some shimmies. Take off that coat of judgment. Take off feeling stupid, feeling silly. It doesn't matter anymore. From now on, for the rest of this call and the rest of this day, on the rest of your life, when you start to feel judgmental about yourself, about others, I want you to start to take that coat of judgment off.
Might seduce your dad type. I'm the bad guy. Duh.
And now dance. Just let it go. Come on. There we go. Get some head bobbing. Get bouncing around in that chair. If you're on a roho, you know you feel that air bouncing around in your ass. Come on. There we go.
I'm only good at being bad.
Let it go. Oh, doesn't that feel good? That's bad. We don't want that judgment. We want to let that go. We want to get rid of it. We don't need it. And the person across the screen doesn't need our judgment either. Take that shit off. Thank you so much, Miranda. Loving it. Good job, you guys. I'm so proud of you. Ooh, that feels so much better. There's nothing like taking off that coat of judgment. I am telling you. Now you'll never hear that song again, and it'll completely feel different. All right, so if you got a pen and paper, I would really, really like you to take it out. And at the top of your page, I want you to write that thing. What is it that a lack of confidence is keeping you from achieving, doing, having, being? What is keeping you? And I don't care who you are, where you're coming from, what you're up to, any of that. Everyone is lacking confidence in an area that they want to improve. No one's got unlimited. Everyone has to work on it every single day. Me getting ready for this call, I had to pump myself up with that confidence. How am I going to bring the heat today? It is a constant work in progress. So the top of your page, what is it that you want to do, achieve, have, be, that having more confidence would get you closer to or get that for you? Everybody's got it? Good. All right, we're going to go on a little journey. And I'd first like everyone to rub your hands together if you're able. And when we do this, what it's doing is it's actually reminding us that all the energy we need is already inside of us. You feel that heat? That's all from you. All the energy you need is already there in your hands. And I'd like you guys to take a little journey with me and close your eyes. Get comfortable in your chair, sit up as straight as you can, and picture your handwriting across the top of your page of that one thing that you want to have, do, achieve, be, that having more confidence would get you to. And now I want you to answer this question to yourself. You don't have to open your eyes yet. Answer the question of why you want it. So if it's about having more health, a better health, if it's about having a relationship, about having a new job or starting a business, having some new friends, having a sense of community, sense of belonging. Why? Why does that make a difference to you? Remind yourself in this moment that your code of judgment is on the floor. Release any judgments you have around it feeling silly, feeling vain, feeling like no one will understand why that's important to you. Let that go. It doesn't matter. What matters is that the why that you're answering means something to you. And now that you've answered why, that? So we're going to ask the question why 7 layers deep. So if what you want is to have a relationship, and you've answered because I don't want to feel alone, then ask again, why don't you want to feel alone? Does that make sense how we're going to kind of play this game? So every time I'm going to simply ask why, and you're going to answer the last answer with a new question. That makes sense. So you've answered why, and now we're going to take it another layer. Why? Why to your previous answer? Why does that matter to you? What difference would that make in your life? If you'd like to keep writing these down in between, you're welcome to. Or if you'd just like to continue this journey with your eyes closed, you can do that too. But please go as deep as you will possibly let yourself go, and then push even deeper. So now you've got your second answer. Why that? What difference would that make to your life? Why is that important to you? And now let's go a little bit deeper. You might start to feel some emotions brewing in your soul. Might be taking your breath away at this point. It might be starting to make you cry. If any of you know me, you know that I love those tears. So let them fall. So now you've got your third answer. We're going to keep going down this hole. Why? Answer number 4, why does that make a difference to you? And now keep going deeper. Come on. Go deeper. Why? Why is that special to you? What is that going to do for your life? How is that going to change the trajectory of your life and who you will become in this one life that you have? Keep it going. Let's go level 5. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Why? Why do you want that? Why is it important to you? Keep going. Another layer. Layer number 6. Come on. Why is that important to you? And now layer number 7. Why does that make a difference to you? At this point, you've journeyed really deep into your soul. You've discovered why this one thing that seems simple enough is going to make, when you make these changes, the most incredible change in your life. And soon enough, what seemed so small now just became life-changing. That 7 layers deep into your soul makes you understand and now gives you a new intrinsic. When I say that word, it means that this motivation is coming from within you. 7 layers deep means that you should have gotten to that point where it's like, because if I don't, then why be here at all? This world is too precious to me. This thing is too precious to me to not. I got to give it my all. I got to do whatever it takes to get that. And the beautiful thing is that once you reach that, you're going to find it wasn't even that in the first place. It was about who you had to become in order to achieve it, to do it, to be it, to have it. So now everyone go ahead and close your eyes for a moment. And now I want you to picture as if that thing that you want to achieve, be, do, have, it's already done. It's already happened. It's who you are. It's not about wanting it anymore. It's about enjoying it because it's already done. It's who you are. You are worth it. Having that, doing that, being that is why you're here. One of the reasons, anyway. Because there's a million reasons why you're here. And for us, we know what that means. Why we're still here. Something was supposed to break us and take us out, and it didn't. We know what that feels like. So now I want you to really, really feel it. Smell the smells. Feel the feels. See it. Feel the warmth of it. And now we celebrate it. Oh, come on, baby. It's already happened. It's who you are. So now we celebrate it. Come on. You guys, that thing that you wanted that was going to change everything in your life, it's already happened. How would you be showing up to this fall? You'd be like, what's up? Oh, who, me? Oh, who, me? You talking to me? Yeah. I'm confident as shit. Because I've done that. I became that. Oh, there's my kiddo. He's like, what are you doing in there, Mom? What the heck are you doing? I'm almost done, buddy. I became that. That's who I am. So we show up a little different, right? It feels freaking awesome. Thank you, Miranda. Let's play that keyboard of life. Show me in the chat, how does it feel now that that thing that like changed your entire life has already happened? It's who you are. You've already become that. All right, so now we're gonna celebrate. Feels like freedom. Yes. Stepping into this person that you were meant to be? Yeah, damn right that feels like freedom. Give me some more words. Come on, play that keyboard for me. Don't leave me hanging. How does it feel now that you are that person? Unstoppable. Thank you, Jesse. How else? But thanks to the all caps. Powerful. Freaking love this song. This song gets me every time. This is not on your workout playlist? Make sure it is. All right. Thank you, guys. You feel so strong. So now, don't you guys want to feel like that every day? Unstoppable, empowering, powerful, strong, free. Who wants to feel like that every single day? Feels me and like only me. Let's go, baby. All right, so now you're like, okay, that feels great and all. I closed my eyes, I did a little meditation. Now what, Sarah? I just opened my eyes and I'm the same person I was 5 minutes ago. Oh, no, you're not. No, you're not. Because you've got a whole new level of knowledge that you didn't have 32 minutes ago. And that level of visualization and finding your why, you heard that before? People say that all the time, find your why, and it changes everything. You can't start any kind of goal without finding your why first. So that's what we did. And we went 7 layers deep into your why. You can't go any further until that, right? If I work with a girl and we'll have a little phone call and I'm like, okay, what's your goal and why is it important to you? And she's like, well, it'd be nice. I'm like, call me when you're ready. Or if I get someone on the phone call and I'm like, okay, what do you want? She's like, I want to be the fittest I've ever been in my life. Why? Because I want to be unstoppable. Because I want to show up for this life. Because I want a different result than I've always gotten. All right then. Thank you for showing up to play. Let's go. Now we can change the game. That's how you need to show up to your goals. You got to say, if the goal is not doing something to your soul, the goal is not big enough. It's not deep enough. So it's got to mean something to you. And that's why we took up that code of judgment first. Because a lot of the times we'll talk ourselves out of our goals. We'll say, people won't understand that. Or if I got it, I wouldn't be liked anymore. Had a conversation with a girl and she said, I started having some results with my recovery. And I started having some movement. And someone told me they hated me because they hated watching me have results and them not. And it took her having to talk herself out of letting that stop her. Because being liked is usually at the core of what our biggest goal is. And if our goal comes at the loss of someone liking or loving us, we'll let go of our goal every time. Don't change the goal, change the approach, is a really good piece of advice. If the goal means something to you, if it stirred something in your soul, if it made you cry, if it made you scream with excitement, don't you dare change that goal. Change the process, change the people you're surrounding yourself with, change the dialogue that's going on, change the conversation, but don't you dare change that goal. Because there's going to be a lot of people that are going to say, you reaching your goal is somehow hurting me. Because it means I have to change. You change, I have to change. And people don't like change, right? We just talked about that earlier in the call. Uncertainty is change. Change is uncertain. And so if we're going to be choosing certainty and to be liked over our goals and uncertainty, then we're going to be exactly where we are right now forever. We're going to wake up in 20 years and be like, nothing changed. Yeah. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Has anyone ever heard that line before? They say it a lot in AA. People with addiction. If they don't make changes, nothing changes. The addiction will still run its course all the time, the rest of their lives. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Don't change the goal, change the approach. And confidence is an action word. There should be your 3 takeaways today. So today it's about changing that. And it's about changing our sense of identity around this goal. It's about not only attaining the goal, but saying, who do I have to become in order to get that? So that everything I'm doing is in alignment of getting me where I want to go. And by doing those little things day after day, that actually will start to build confidence. Like we said, confidence is a what? Action word. It's an action word. So we have to put that in action every single day. We have to show up and say, how am I supposed to act, be, do? What am I supposed to do in order to get to that goal? But more importantly, it's who do I have to become to get that, to be that, to do that? Because everything you've done in your life got you to right now. And to some of you, that might be a really harsh slap of reality in the face, and some might be a celebration, which is also a matter of perspective. I hear Jesse talking about that all the time. always comes down to perspective. So it's about getting really, really self-aware. I always say the sexiest thing anyone can put on is their self-awareness. Who wants to like date someone or be with someone that they're like, yeah, I'm awesome, and you're like, really? You think so? You think that's awesome? Or if they're like, you know what, I feel awesome because I'm working really hard at it every day. I'm trying really hard. I'm seeing where my areas of improvement. I'm really celebrating my wins. I'm celebrating other people's wins. I'm seeing the people I want to be more like, and I'm trying to surround myself with them. That's aware, and you're like, hi, I'm Sarah. Nice to meet you. Do you want to go out? That's who you want to date. You don't want to date the person that thinks they're awesome and they're not. Or the person that like does the same thing every day and they're like, you're like, when are you going to give me something new? Okay, so we've got our why. We've got what we want, right? What we want, why we want it. And now I want you to write on that same paper, who do I have to become in order to get that? If it's, I want a relationship, who do I have to become? If you're like, well, right now I like never leave the house and I never do anything, and I talk to the same people over and over, and it's my mom and my brother, and like, you know, I think I'm really spontaneous. And you're like, what? Right? Who do I have to become? Well, I really want to start dating. Okay, I know that whoever I want to meet is who I need to become. So I want to meet someone that travels. Okay, so I'd like to start, you know, researching more travel. And, you know, I really want someone that's into health and fitness. Okay, well, I need to be more into health and fitness if that's who I want to really attract, if that's really important to me. It's not becoming who we think they want us to be. It's about saying, what is important to me, and I need to become that in order to attract that. Does that make sense? I know a lot of us girls who here has dated and been like, well, I like whatever you like, and I'm really easygoing, and yeah, I totally like scary movies, and your side, you're like, I hate scary movies. Why did I just say that? That's so stupid, right? We become who we think they want us to be. No, it's about saying, who do I want? What kind of a relationship do I want to attract? Who do I want to be in that relationship? And then becoming that. So write 5 to 10 things of who do I have to become in order to, what was ever at the top of your page. If it's to be in the fittest shape of my life, if it's to start a business, if it's to start dating, all of that, right? I've been that girl too, but not anymore. Nice job being me either. So who do I have to become in order to get whatever you wrote at the top of your page? If it's, let's take health and fitness, for example. I want to be in the fittest shape of my entire life. All right, I have to become someone that really likes to eat healthy, rich, nutrient food. I have to become someone that really likes movement and exercise. I have to become someone that surrounds myself with people who love exercise, eating right, healthy mindset, all good things, right? Yes, Jesse, I know you know that. I have to become the kind of person that signs up for fitness programs that really, that I like to do, right? I have to become someone that likes to try new health and fitness programs. I have to become someone that likes to cook. I have to become someone that really, you know, wants to learn all these really great smoothie recipes. So I hope that's giving you guys some example. You've got the top of your page of what it is you want. And then through our exercise so far, we've already gotten to our why that's important to you. And now who do you have to become in order to achieve that, be that, do that, whatever is at the top of your page? And some of these hopefully are already in line with things that you're doing. And if they're not, this is a really good wake-up call that what's important to you is not meeting where you are right now. And so we got to fill in the gap. Don't change the goal, change the approach. Change the approach. Don't change that goal. It means too much to you. At this point, if you are talking yourself out in any way, shape, or form of what's on top of that page, is it being honest, or are you being scared of the uncertainty that it's bringing up? Be really honest with yourself right now. Or some of you might have been like, actually, when I did the why exercise, I realized I didn't even really want that. I wanted something else. And I actually did change what was at the top of my page because I realized that it wasn't deep enough in my soul. And I found something else that was deep in my soul. Make sense? But if that thing at the top of that page stirred your soul, don't start talking yourself out of it at this point. Whatever you do, Sarah said so. So does everyone have about 5 to 10 things of who do you have to become in order to get there, to do that, to have that, to be that? At least, does everyone have at least 5? Raise your hand if you do not, if you need a couple more minutes. We good? Okay, cool. That's awesome. All right, so now you guys are like, okay, Sarah, how do I get more confidence? I know what I want. I know why I want it. I know I have to become, but how the hell do I do that? We got to get everything in alignment with who you want to become. So it's about creating a new identity. And now you get to start telling yourself, not lies, but affirmations. I'm the kind of woman that, and I'm the kind of man that. I'm the kind of woman that gets really honest with where my shortcomings are in relation to my goals. I'm the kind of woman who's not afraid to shift her identity in order to be that ultimate version of herself that she was created to be. So start to think in your mind, I'm the kind of man or woman that. And pick maybe one of the things on that list of 5 that kind of will become like your anchor. Self-discipline is the ultimate form of self-love. I do not mean discipline as like you're in timeout, like a punishment. Timeout, you can clearly, I have a 6-year-old. I mean self-discipline as a regimen, as a, when I say it, I do it, as a commitment to yourself. One of my mentors told me that one time, and it changed everything for me. Self-discipline is the ultimate form of self-love. When I say something that I'm going to do it for myself, I do it. Do I do it every time? Hell no. It'd be crazy to think I did it every time. But you know what helps? Having a support system, having accountability. Because we will make excuses to ourselves every time. And guess what? We let ourselves off the hook every time, don't we? We're like, oh yeah, I'm too tired. Oh yeah, you're totally too tired. Yeah, I'm too tired. Okay, bye. Like, we talk ourselves out of it so fast and so easily. It's like not even an issue. It's like that one girlfriend that's like, you guys are on a diet together, and it's like the minute one of you is like, let's go like get some like bread. And we're like, yeah, let's go. Right? Bread was like, ultimately, let's just get all the good like Italian breads and dip it in the balsamic. And but it's like, as soon as that, it's like the bad influence friend. We're the bad influence on ourselves all the time. So it's about creating a sense of accountability and support system around you that will, one, hold you accountable with love and support and saying, you said you were going to do it. I know it's important to you. You went 7 layers deep on your why. I know it's at the top of your page. You know, you said that's the kind of person that you wanted to become. So why isn't it happening? What's getting in the way? 100%, it's always our mindset. It's the story we're telling ourselves. So on your page, you've got, I'm the kind of woman or man that, kind of an anchor statement. It's one of your 5. That's why I had you guys write 5. You pick one of those, it's going to be kind of your anchor. And now if you can, on a fresh new page, rip it out of your book if you can. And on your fresh page, what is the story you're telling yourself why you can't? What's the excuse you're giving yourself over and over that you justify every single time? Is it your disability? Kids use that one when they don't need it, right? We've all used it as our scapegoat at least once, at least 20 times. I know we all have, right? You don't want to go hang out with those friends and you're like, oh, I'm having like the worst nerve pain. None of them have spinal cord injuries, but they're like, okay, because you have nerve pain. You're like, I feel fine. We use it as an excuse all the time when it's not warranted. Sometimes it's warranted. Mostly it's not. So, what is the story you're telling yourself why you can't? Is weight loss been an issue for you? And so you tell yourself, I'm big boned, it's in my genes. You know, some of these excuses, they're excuses that we can't change. So we go to them all the time, right? They give us a level of certainty because that excuse will never change. If it's in our genes, can't fucking change our genes. Or is it because you haven't made it a big enough priority? Do you surround yourself with other people that are having issues with losing weight? And you guys are each other's worst enemy when it comes to breaking the diet. So what is the story you're telling yourself why you can't? And now rip it out of your book if you can. And everyone hold it up in front of you. You can fold it if you don't want people to see. It's totally fine. Hold it up in front of you. And now rip that shit in half. Now rip it again. Now rip it again. 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 Find the tiniest piece and rip it up. Keep ripping it up. It should be shredded. Rip it up again and again and again and again. That's a story. And stories can change. Never use that excuse again. Promise yourself right here, right now, I'm never going to use that excuse again. That story has no power over me anymore. And now your anchor statement, I'm the kind of woman or kind of man that, I want you to put in the chat as a form of accountability, surrounded by people that have their coats of judgment on the floor, who have found their why, who have found something that's special to them, that need a level of support, that need a level of accountability. We all need that. So been the biggest blessing about having my own program is that it's the ultimate accountability. My girls rely on me. I gotta be a leader. Keeps me on track, you better believe it. So in the comments, I know it's hard, man. You're like, what? It was easy when I was writing it by myself behind closed doors behind the screen. You want me to put it in the chat? Yes. Thank you. Here we go. I'm the kind of woman that gets shit done. I'm the kind of woman that things to say about nerve recovery, and I have a voice of authority. I'm the kind of woman who is confident in herself. Keep them coming. I'm loving them. Keep them coming. This is amazing. The accountability of putting it in writing. I'm the kind of woman that shows up for herself. I'm the kind of woman who finds the silver lining. I'm the kind of woman that loves herself. Keep them coming. How does it feel just to write that and rip up that old story? It's amazing. Keep them coming. We got more people than that on that screen. Come on, this is your level of accountability here. I'm the kind of person who does not procrastinate and gets ish done. That will speak my truth and be honest without worrying that someone will disagree or feel negative towards me. Yes. Keep them coming. I'm loving this, you guys. How does that feel to see other people as well? And see that usually we're all in this together. We want to love ourselves. We want to be able to speak our minds with freedom and with support and love. We don't want to procrastinate. We want to get shit done. Like, we are all in this together. I'm the kind of woman that is confident and ready to accomplish my goals. Don't you dare change those goals. You change the approach. Nothing changes if nothing changes, you guys. I'm loving it. I'm the kind of man who shows up and wins. I am the kind of woman that is honest with herself. I'm the kind of woman who doesn't stay silent. You see how similar we all are? Every one of these, have you felt that in your soul too? You're like, ooh, I'm gonna steal that. Yeah, I'm putting that on my book. I'm putting that on my page, right? We're all, honestly, like, we all want to feel seen. We all want to feel heard. We all want to feel loved. Those are our root needs, you guys. So support someone when they speak up. Support someone when they need love. Support someone when they're showing up for themselves. I'm the kind of woman who shows up for herself first and still be there for others in my life. Absolutely. I am only as good of a mother to that little boy in the other room as good of a person as I am to myself. This woman always comes before my son. Every single time. Because if I don't, everybody loses. Put yourself first. It's okay. Be full of yourself. I give you my permission. And I want to hear all about what you do when you are full of yourself. I loved a meme I saw the other day when someone said, it's like a bad thing to feel full of ourselves. And like, well, what am I supposed to feel? Feel full of other people's opinions? No, feel full of yourself. That's amazing. I am really, really commending every single one of you guys for showing up. And I'm so commending all of you guys for what you wrote here in the comments. And now I want you to pick one thing that will get you closer to that goal that you put on the top of your page. And it might seem insignificant. It might simply be, I'm going to wake up 10 minutes earlier so that I don't have to rush through my bowel routine and I can take some nice deep breaths for about 5 minutes before I start my day. That might seem small at first, but over time, it goes like this, right? Waking up 10 minutes earlier might seem small in the beginning, but imagine what you can do with all that time by the end of the month. What is that? 300 extra minutes? 10 minutes times 30 days. Did I just do my math right or wrong? I think it's 300 minutes. Thank you, Jackie. So an extra 300 minutes in a month. What are you going to do with that? You can do a lot of things with that. So choose one thing. And I want you to put it again in the comments, because this is your form of accountability. What is that one small thing that you are now going to make a habit? Is it simply every time I see a mirror, I'm going to say something nice to myself? Imagine what that would do to your confidence. What is one small thing that you commit in front of everyone here today that you're going to do that's going to get you closer to that goal that stirred your soul when you went 7 layers deep with it? And then after that becomes a habit, what else are you going to do? What else are you going to do? Because that one small thing may seem small and insignificant, but confidence is an action word, you guys. And that right there will build your confidence. The most beautiful thing is when we do our weekly icon group calls, and slowly you're like, that girl's showing up kind of different. Like, there's something different about her. I can't quite put my finger on it, but she's talking a little different, showing up a little different. She wears different clothes. Then after a while, you're like, I don't even remember what the girl looked like the first time she showed up, because she's so different. That's what showing up for yourself time and time and time again changes for you in your life. So this one thing, let's go through and see what we got here. 15 minutes of reading before bedtime and meditation. Freaking love it. To be able to put myself first before everyone else, I've always felt guilty to care for me, so I'm going to build myself up. Way to go, Miranda. You put yourself first. I give you full permission. Meditate in the morning. Going to smile my reflection every time I see it. Oh, man. That simple smile, who wrote that? No, I can't find it. Erica, that smile is going to change everything. Getting things done before they are due. Oh my gosh, can you come help me? Set a wake up time. Yes. Speak my gratitude out loud every morning. Write it, but I will start vocalizing it. Yes, it's amazing what happens when you actually put your words out into the world. Yes, Erica, good job support on that, Brianna. Reach my fitness goals and stop procrastinating. Chris, you've been freaking killing it. Oh my gosh on that. Meditation in the morning. All of these are going to change your life drastically. The fun thing about health and fitness is that you earn every single result. You earn it all. So when you get to look in the mirror and you're like, fuck, I look good. You're like, I did that. Thank you very much. I did that. That is the best feeling because no one can be like, I did that for you. And be like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. You may have helped and supported me, but I did that. I showed up for me. That's why I love it because it kind of is like the catalyst for other changes. Then all of a sudden, the women are dating for the first time. All of a sudden, they're tackling new projects. They're becoming coaches on their own. Like it's amazing what happens when you just start to see those results in the mirror because you're like, I did that. Oh, Brianna just said wants some Kenda tires. Freaking love it. All right, so we've got confidence as an action. We've got our new identity of I'm the kind of woman or man that. We've got our goal and why it's important to us. We've done a lot of freaking work today, a lot of work. And I just really, really, really want to celebrate you guys for honestly, for showing up and for just killing it. I think this was absolutely amazing. I hope you got a million things out of this. And I will leave you with this final thought. And this was one of my beautiful mentors. It was one of the first women I met in Maui. And she had gone through a crazy health scare. And now she's like 68 and she looks maybe 42. I mean, she just like, there's so much youth and vitality in this woman. And she said this one thing that I'm writing a book right now and it will literally be like the first thing at the top of the book. And it's only we can heal ourselves, but we cannot do it alone. Only we can heal ourselves, but we cannot do it alone. Don't expect to. Don't try to. Don't do it alone. Don't be lonely on the journey to your goals. You want people to help push you. You want people to help celebrate with you. And you want people to help hold you accountable. But you still got to show up. You got to do the work. The goal's got to mean something to you. Confidence and raising that confidence level to get where you know you're meant to go means something to you. Start surrounding yourself with other people that are willing to celebrate with you instead of get jealous and talk you down. If you're looking for that, I know a place and it's called the Disability Icons. It's a beautiful place. If any of you are interested, you do have a little gift coming in your email for everyone that showed up, a free first month to try it out and see what you think. And it's fitness and group calls and just a really special place to be. And if it's not that, my urge is that you just find it. I don't care if it's with me, I just care that you find it. That makes a difference to your overall journey towards confidence and towards having and creating the life that you want. Remember that your excuse is now a pile of shredded paper on the floor. It cannot hurt you and it cannot hold you back any longer. But what can move you is the deep level of why that you discovered today, that I hope you discovered. If you didn't quite get there, just think about it tonight. As you're going to bed, or just grab a journal and just start journaling about it and see where that pen to paper takes your mind and your heart and your soul. Move your bodies, expand your minds, and don't do it alone. I feel so honored to be here today. And with that, we gotta celebrate, right? and Jackie, for this beautiful, warm welcome and for the opportunity to speak to the group. I hope everyone enjoyed it, and I can't wait to get to know any of you that I don't already. Oh, do I need to make you a host? Probably.
No, all I had to do was unmute myself. If somebody can turn their camera real quick, I'd love to take your picture. Thank you guys for joining us again for another Empowerment Week. I'm so excited to have you all here. And if you found value from this, please share it with a friend. You're going to get a link of this recording later on today. So if you feel like somebody needs this, share it with them, and let's spread the positivity and spread the love. So if everybody could smile, I'm going to take a quick picture. And I'm going to take another one on my phone just in case the screenshot's no good.
I want one too.
Perfect. And we will see you guys again tomorrow. There will be links to register for the rest of the week in the email that you received today, as well as Sarah's giveaway. So I appreciate you guys again for joining, and thank you for joining Wheel With Me Foundation. And just remember, wheel with me. Y'all have a good night.